Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kayla from Planning with Kay, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be setting up my April spreads using my new Busy Bee monthly sticker kit. But before I get into that, I wanted to first take a quick second to just showcase some of the amazing spreads that you guys tag me in on Instagram, either using my stickers or inspired by one of the spreads that I've created. I absolutely love when you guys tag me in these so that I can see your creations every month. So definitely keep them coming, and I will keep showcasing your guys' bullet journal spreads every month. So as usual, I'm first going to flip through what I have of March in my bullet journal so that way you guys can see what last month looked like compared to this month. For March, I had this calendar style monthly spread along with a to-do list and a bill schedule, and everything about this spread has been working really well for me so far. After that, I had my one line a day and my circular mood tracking spread, which I've also been loving having back this month. Following that is my habit tracker and my social media trackers. And this is the first time in a year or so that I've used this large format habit tracker, and so far I've been absolutely loving using it, as well as my social media tracker to stay on top of my posting goals. And finally, I had my notes page, which honestly hasn't been very useful for me this month. It just felt like a waste of space, so I don't think I will be including this in my April spreads. So as you could probably tell from my trackers, it's only about halfway through March, which is a bit earlier than I would normally set up my April spreads, but I'm actually going on vacation at the end of March, so I wanted to get these spreads all set up before I left for vacation, so that way I would have this video up for you guys, and also so that way I don't have to worry about setting up my monthly spreads while I'm out of town. But so far, I've been absolutely loving all of my March spreads using my succulent monthly kit. I've been using dailies almost every single day this month along with my normal weekly spreads, and I've definitely felt organized and a lot more put together this month, especially after going through January and February with no monthly spreads at all. I feel like I'm in a real groove with my journal right now, if that makes sense, and that just feels really great, and it makes me super excited for April. So I decided to do a small April planning section here where I just basically outlined the spreads that I wanted in my April setup, and I also took a few notes about specific things that I wanted to include in those spreads, so that way all my ideas were fleshed out before I started setting those up. You can also see here that I got a little excited about my newest monthly kit. I've already started using it, although it's technically my April theme, and that is my Busy Bee monthly kit. Last month, I asked you guys to leave your theme suggestions in the comments below so that way I could choose one of them as April's theme. And so many of you suggested either a bee theme, a flower theme, or something with the color yellow. So I've decided to incorporate all of those into this month's theme, which is a springtime daisy and bee theme, with the main colors being a light yellow, orange, and pink. I'm going to keep on doing this every month now, where in my Plan With Me video, I'll ask you guys to leave your theme suggestions in the comments below, so that way I can choose one to be the next month's theme and feature your comments in that month's video. So don't forget to leave your best theme suggestions down below for next month. And this is the final completed 3-sheet kit that I've created for my April spreads. It's only $5 in my shop, and to celebrate its release, I'm actually going to be having a 15% sale in my whole shop for the next few days until I close my shop for vacation. So if you want to get this kit to set up your own monthly spreads, definitely head to my shop via the link in the description below, after you're done watching this of course, so that way you can get your order in before I close my shop this weekend. And I also have the single sheet of bee and daisy doodles for anyone who wants some extra decoration. Alright, so with all that out of the way, let's get into the setup of my April bullet journal spreads. First things first, I'm going in with my Tombow mono drawing pen to draw out my calendar. I decided to change the style a tiny bit this month by drawing a little bar above each day on the calendar as a space to write the date. For this calendar, each box is 5 spaces wide by 5 spaces tall, which leaves 1 space for the date bar and then 4 spaces to write down the events for that day. I'm then using these little block daily headers from my kit to label each column, and I use 3 Tombow dual brush pens to fill in the little date spaces on the calendar. And I'm 99% sure that the colors here are, the yellow is 991, the orange is 912, and the pink is 772. And these happen to match my color scheme absolutely perfectly. I'm then just making my main header with this yellow sticker and the Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen, and I also decided to include a simple key as a part of my calendar to separate bills, work events, and other events. This will hopefully make the calendar super easy to read when it's filled in. In the upper right, I wanted to include a quote, and since I filmed this on March 14th, which was the day that Stephen Hawking passed away, I decided to make it a quote by him that reads, "Without imperfection, you or I would not exist." And for that writing, I'm using my Pigma fine tip brush pen. Lastly, underneath that is where I'm putting my monthly to-do list. So finally, I just have to fill in my dates in my calendar, and go figure, I totally screwed it up. I accidentally started on the Saturday instead of Sunday, and I only realized this at the end when I had messed up every single day on the calendar, and I knew I had to fix it or else I would just be absolutely confused as hell for all of April. So I decided to use a scrap piece of paper in the back of my journal to write down all the numbers that I needed to fix. I then individually pasted them in over the wrong numbers that I wrote with some scissors and an adhesive roller. And oh my god, this was such a pain. I was so mad at myself for messing that up, but in the end, it really didn't take too long, and you can't even tell that I made those mistakes in the first place because it blends in so well. So it was worth it in the end, but I swear, when I was cutting out all those tiny little numbers, I was not having a good time. Next up, I'm setting up a new take on my one line a date page and mood tracker, which I'm calling my daily review. I'm splitting each page into 15 rows, 2 spaces per row, so that I have 2 lines for each day of the month to describe what happened that day. So it's similar to my one line a day, but I've just given myself a bit more space. I'm using my Tombow mono drawing pen to set this up, and then I'm going in with those same 3 Tombow colors to fill in the boxes where I'm going to be writing the dates. I then just use this orange header to write daily review, and I fill in all the dates for each row. Finally, I'm creating my key for my sort of mood tracker, but instead of moods, it's focused on what my day was like. So I'm titling the key Today Was, and then I have things like productive, fun, stressful, amazing, etc. And I'm then going to fill in that blank box next to each day with how my day was. On this next spread, I've decided to put my habit tracker and my social media tracker on the same spread again, but this time with my habit tracker on top and my social media on the bottom. So instead of having my habit tracker flip sideways like people normally do, I'm just spreading it across the whole 2 pages with the habit title and the first 4 days on the left, and then the remaining 26 days on the right. This large format habit tracker has really been working amazingly for me this month, and I included all of my daily work tasks on it, so it's definitely helped me keep up to date with all those little things that I need to be doing most days. So I'm definitely keeping it going for April. For my social media tracker, I'm including one section for stats, where I'll note my numbers at the beginning and end of the month for my various social media platforms, just as a way to track growth. And then on the right, I'll have my posting trackers where I make sure that I'm meeting my various posting goals on Instagram, YouTube, and Etsy. So as usual, I am finishing off my setup with the first weekly of the month. I'm going in with these little bee and daisy blank headers from my kit, and I'm then pasting over them these simple little daily headers to label each day of the week. I'm then separating these by a black line, each one being 5 spaces apart, and as usual, I'm going to split this space into 2 for my business tasks and my personal tasks. On the right, I'm splitting the page in half with this weekly to-do list header for my 2 task lists for the week, again split into business and personal. So now that everything's set up, it's just time to fill in my monthly calendar. So as usual, I go back to my future log and I fill in everything that I have going on in April. And I'm also referencing my bill schedule from March to input all of my bills into my calendar. Finally, remembering to color code everything that I'm writing down. And that's the end of my April setup. I absolutely love this whole setup and the color scheme that I went with for this kit. It's simple and it's clean, and I love how it fits with April and the spring season perfectly. If you guys wanted to order this kit before April to use in your own journal, don't forget to get your orders in the next couple days before I close the shop for vacation all the way until April. And also to take advantage of the 15% shop-wide sale that's going on right now. There's no code or anything that you need to type in. Everything is already marked down 15% in my entire shop. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you loved the video. If you're as excited for April as I am, definitely don't forget to give this video a like and leave your theme suggestions for next month in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already at Planning with Kay, and don't forget to check out all the links to the Busy Bee monthly kit, my shop, and all of my social medias in the description below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.